that's basically cows. This looks like a pit for something, maybe silage. Because this is solid manure. This is liquid manure. So this pit has to be silage. Oh, the cow's coming to eat. I swear, some of these noises, sounds never changed in any of the versions. But that's basically cows. So now I can officially say I did cows. So the last thing to do is the forager harvester. But I think I'm going to do silage in a later version of the game. I know in 17 it was like one of the best ones to do, and I've done it a lot in 19. 15 had silage, it was okay, but yeah. I like 17 because it had the opportunity to dump anywhere, and you had these conveyor belts, and you would make pretty intricate belt systems in order to dump all the silage into the thing. It was really nice. So I'm going to do silage in 17. And then 17, I believe, added the new crop, sugarcane. So I'm going to try and do that. And then whatever's not in this game that's in the next game, I'll try and do. But I did do wheat, I did do barley, I did canola, and I did corn. So I'd say I'm pretty much done with doing everything. So it happened to be a lot quicker of a series than I had originally anticipated. But part of the reason is because of the wind energy converter. So I did farm cycles like hundreds, and I bought that thing, and then I had it on for like maybe a few hours while it was on the max amount of time sped up, and I made quite a bit of money. I was able to buy all new equipment, and I got pretty far. Also within that time I was finding the bottles, so that was fun. Some of the bottles were located on top of the mountains where I would not have looked originally, so in a way it is a bit cheaty to use the mod, but it was for my advantage and it made it significantly easier. I do know that in both versions where I have had to find 100 of whatever it was, Farming Simulator 15 with the ancient coins, and Farming Simulator 17 with the gold nuggets, after you found 10 of them, it would give you the locations of the rest on the minimap. I think after 25 would be a better number. I know for some people even finding 50 is a bit difficult, but after 10 it's just kinda like too easy. I believe in Farming Simulator 15 it filled up the silos, and in 17 it just gave you money. So yeah. And I do remember that the wind energy converter between 15 and 17, they nerfed it a bit, so to speak, because it produced less money per hour. Because these things are rather game breaking, to which they just give and give and give. If you had no equipment costs and just had like 5 of them running, you could make millions of dollars. It's ridiculous, but it's also a great way to quickly go through the game. And with Farming Simulator 15, on easy mode and on the map Björnholm, I would just buy a chainsaw, take one of the more powerful beginning tractors. Go over to the lumberyard and chop trees down and drag them in with the tractor. Literally push them in to the lake. And then I would get a telehandler and I would do it with the bigger trees. And then I would make enough money, buy one of these things, and then I'd be making tons and tons of money by doing nothing. And it's pretty game breaking. But it did help get through the game a bit quicker, so the reason why I decided to do both the cultivator as well as this sower does cultivate before sowing, so like you don't have to cultivate before sowing when you use this one. It does both. But if you want to hire a worker, the worker doesn't consider this one as cultivator and a sower. It just considers it as just a sower. So you would need to run these two in unison if you're going to hire workers. These are the biggest sized cultivator and sower. So this is the fertilizer sprayer that is the biggest one that fits on the back of a tractor that isn't its independent unit. It's this one. So this one has a length of 15 meters. I believe that's the biggest fertilizer spreader. Seems like so. I do think that there is a trailer that does spread fertilizer right here. This is 36 meters. But for sprayers that fit on the back of a tractor, this one's the biggest one. And then you have this one, which is a sprayer. That's 33 meters. It's its independent unit, which is cool. This doesn't tell you how much money it makes per hour or whatever. I have no idea. $2.5 megawatt hours, I guess? No idea. I tried looking and it's not even like a specific time that it gives you money. Like it's not every hour. So I really don't know. But yeah. They're great for getting through the game pretty quickly. So, if you're willing to watch another series, would you prefer to watch me doing all the work? Do you like how the series was where I skipped doing all the work? Well, I didn't record me doing all the work. I did all the work, obviously. Or do you want to watch me do it, but in a sped up fashion where it's at 2 times speed or 3 times speed? Well, we'll see. And what else do you want to see me do? Because I know there is multiplayer with these games. I'll try and see if someone's willing to play. But do you want to watch me do this series with someone else? So, as far as everything else goes, that pretty much concludes this series. Farming Simulator 2011. There weren't too many episodes, but it is a pretty simple game, as 2011 was 7 years ago. Right? No. 8 years ago. So it's a pretty old game. But anyways, thanks for sticking around if you've stuck around this far. And hopefully you guys will continue watching to the next series and respond in the comments below with any suggestions. Anyways, thanks for watching. And see you guys in the next episodes.